Good evening to you all. I hope you all are good. Good evening to you all. I hope you all are good. Let's just wait for some seconds so we can have more people joining us here before we proceed. We have a very interesting topic today that will benefit a whole lot of you. So I don't want anyone to actually miss out on today's topic. I don't want anyone to miss out on today's teaching. So that's why I'm taking little time, Let's just pray. Hopefully we'll do this thing. And our network is very bad. Our network today is very bad. I don't know if it's the same with your own location. I don't know if it's the same with your own location. Because YouTube and Facebook. You're not seeing me on Facebook? So YouTube came with a notification. Check your Facebook. So I welcome you all today to another segment of our live program. I welcome you all, my beautiful Facebook family, to another segment of today's program. Yes, my darling Anita. Yeah, the network is breaking. I'm getting so many messages that the network is not friendly today. I don't know. But any which way, we don't come, be say we don't come. We no go back now. We must deliver. Maybe you reconnect your network, like you go out and try to come back again. I believe it will be better. Yeah, you go off and try to come back again. Yes. Good evening. Now I have two people that are here on YouTube. Let me still wait a bit. Meanwhile, what do I entertain you guys with? Hey, I'm not sabi sing, I'm not sabi. Okay. Oh, Anita, thank you so much. Thank you. You love my outfits. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. You forgot the Facebook one. You can't forget your phone. You can't forget the phone. Network to that, they're all friendly. Cha. You can see. Don't carry your head and don't bring your head. This is my video. What about just the Facebook and give me? Hi, my darling lovelies. In a minute. Even no kwe here the manubi. I come for the more. Is in my ear. What do you guys think? Should we start instead of waiting? I can't wait to unleash what I came with today. All right. I think other people will. Oh, Mommy Helene, how are you? Beautiful as a wine. Good evening to you. Good evening. How are you? How was your day? All right, let us start. Good evening to you all. Oh, thank you so. You look beautiful. I got wrong inside. I got changed now. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. Chizoba Ozurumba, thank you so much. I am looking good today. All thanks to Chukwu Okike Abiama. It's not by my making, no. I not get strength, oh. My God, they do am, oh. Chukwu kika biama. I'm my beautiful queen mother. Yeah. All right. Good evening to you all. How was your day? I hope you all have a blissful day. I hope your plans for the day came to pass. Today is Eke. As we all know, Eke is the first day of the week according to Igbo calendar. And as such, Eke day is a very powerful day in Igbo land. So, Ekomanu, I hope your day was very beautiful. Chizoba, good evening to you. Good evening to you. All right. Yeah, according to from our last live program, which was on Sunday, so we came to a conclusion that maybe we should be doing this live program every Sunday evening. So which I actually thought and put into consideration, and I said, okay, let me start this. Yeah, the network might not really be friendly, but we will keep pushing. Having said this, according to our topic today, I want us all to deliberate on most of the reasons why most of our spiritual work don't come out effective. You will hear so many people, they will be like, they've done this spiritual work, they've done that spiritual work, ranging from water work, ranging from actually this aja to this other one, ranging from, you will hear so many people telling you that spiritual work doesn't work for them. That spiritual work doesn't work for them. No matter who does this spiritual work for them, no matter who carries on this spiritual assignment for them, still it doesn't come out effective for them. Yeah, I've actually done a video about this before, but I did not really go. There are some things I did not touch that I want to touch today. There are some things I did not mention previously that I want to mention today, that I really want you guys to do what? Take note of today. That is why I say, let me redo this video again. And I want today's video, as you all know, I need it to be very interactive. What do I mean by interactive? Anywhere you find confusing, I want you to do me what? Ask me questions. Ask me questions. I'll be very glad and delighted to do what? Answer your questions. Feel very free. We are one family. Nobody knows it all. I don't know it all. You also listening to me, you don't know it all. So what do? We do what? We help each other. It will actually be, it is my pleasure to make sure I do what? I answer, or to make sure I treat most of your questions this evening. Having said that, so most of the reasons, the major reasons why your spiritual work don't come out effective is, one, there are people that naturally, you know, everything in life has to do with akaraka, your destiny. What was ordained before you came to this world? What was said before you came to this world? There are some people that Ike ogo, ogwane eke, tie this for me, tie that for me. Tie this for me. Hi Idrissa, how you doing? Welcome to my live program. So there are some people that ogwane eke, tie this for me, tie that for me. It is not in their destiny. No matter the dibia, no matter the spiritualist that they go to do this or do that for them, it doesn't come out effective. Immediately they finish tying that medicine and they give to the person, immediately the person's elements, the person's forces will spoil that work. They will never allow it come to pass. They will never allow it happen. This is one. Another part of it is, there are some people too that when they go to a spiritual place, maybe because you went to a spiritualist that, let's say the spiritualist has been looking for work for some time. Let's say the spiritualist has not seen money to eat. I don't mean the person is poor. Maybe the person have not seen work. Not be when work come, now you go see money. Maybe work has not been coming for the person. And you now come and the person now wants to please you. This spiritualist now wants to please you. You know, there are a whole lot of spiritualists, but you can meet very few people that will tell you the truth. They don't want to know how you think it. They don't want to know how it sinks, how you take, like, they don't want to know how you understand the said message they give to you or not. What they know, what they are concerned about is to make sure they tell you the truth, not minding whose toes they are stepping on. You get very few spiritualists that tells one the truth. This is how it is. This is what you did. This is where you went wrong. They don't want to know if truly you like the message they're giving to you, or if you don't like the message they're giving to you. They are just telling you the simple truth as it is. There are very few of this set of spiritualists. What you always see is people that want to paint words for you. They want to romance it for you. So that it will sound pleasing to the ears. So that you yourself you won't feel annoyed. Who cares? Who cares? I will really appreciate if spiritualists will start doing what? Telling people the truth. When somebody comes to you, for example, and the person is a water child, for example, and it is under compulsory, for example, that the person must work with herbs and roots. It is very compulsory that the person must become a native doctor. It is very compulsory that the person must be a water priestess. This is the person's line of calling. This is what has been ordained before this person came into being. Why will you now want to paint words for the person, to tell the person something like, we can, there is a way it is done. There is a way we can do it. There is this, there is that. There is a way we can do it that you will not start serving immediately. You will not start doing this immediately. You end up spending the person's money, because you and I know that that said thing you're telling this person is not true. The person will still go back to his or her mandate. We still go back to his or her destiny. Why don't you now tell the person the truth? This is who you are. Speak out and let the person decide if to do or if not to do. It is not in your power maybe for you to get little money from this person. You end up telling the person, but we have another way. There is another way we can go. Which other way do you have? Which other way do you have aside from the person's destiny? Which other way do you know apart from the person's mandate? How can you now come to rewrite what has been written about someone before the person even came to this world? So that is also where another problem is coming from. When they now come to twist it for you, making it sound very pleasing to your ears, then when they now do this work for you, there is no way that work will come out effective for you. There is no way the said work will come out effective for you. This is one. Another one again is, most of you women, most of you ladies, you contribute to like 70% or 60% of why your work, your spiritual work, doesn't come out effective. Now let me tell you something. Business is business. Pleasure is pleasure. They don't mix business with pleasure. They don't mix business with pleasure. It is either you're going for pleasure or it is either you're going for business. If you mix these two things together, there is no way there is no way you will get your desired result. What do I mean by this? What do I mean by this? Yeah, it is very normal for you to, for the fact that a man is a native doctor does not mean he or she does not mean he cannot find love. For the fact a lady is a water priestess, it does not also mean that she doesn't or cannot find love. But when you are going to a spiritualist for work, for any sort of spiritual activities, I want you to actually concentrate on what is taking you to the person's place. Concentrate on the main reason why you went to this said place. Don't mix business with pleasure. Don't mix business with pleasure. Most of you, maybe because you went to a place, the person is a man. As a woman, you now feel maybe when I start running things with this man, when I start having affairs with this man, he will do most of my work well, he will do this one well, he will do that one well. Let me tell you something you don't know. Something you don't know is, immediately you go and start having affairs with a spiritualist, he no longer takes you serious. He will no longer take whatsoever thing it is you went there for serious. Of course, as a human being, he will always see you as somebody that is not serious about what he or she wants in life. For example, let's say you went to a priestess place. Then you now so fancy this priestess as a man. If maybe the lady in question is not married, because you've brought that step, the person might be carried away as a human being. And before you know what's happening, you people will start doing what? Going out. You came for a spiritual walk, yes, but the said lady or man will not want you to leave his or her side. Making it to the point that no matter the work you say they should do for you, no matter what you want them to do for you, they no longer show 100% interest in making sure they settle you, in making sure they actualize this your work, so you will go. It will not be from one delay to the other. From one delay to the other. Every day you're doing this work. In a week you pass in a month you pass in. Before you know what's happening, 6 months and still they do one work. 6 months and still they do one work. Because why? You left the main reason why you went to this place. You went and mixed business with pleasure. You went and mixed business with pleasure. And there is no way business and pleasure can go the same way. There is no way two of them can work the same time. This is another reason. Another reason again why your spiritual work doesn't come out effective. I'm going to the main segment. I am taking it from the list to the major reason why your spiritual work doesn't come out effective. Most of you have done one or two atrocities. Most of you listening to me need to go for taboo cleansing. I know I have done a video like this before in the past, but I think maybe you people did not really understand me very well. Do you know that for any spiritual work to come out effective, it is between your hands? 50% of it lies with you, the person going to meet this spiritualist, like the client or the person the spiritualist is working for. Then at the other 50% lies on this spiritualist that is doing this said work for you. Before I proceed, you guys should not forget I own a spiritual store, and we have so many spiritual materials ranging from just anything you can ever think of getting in a spiritual store. I have them in quantum at my shop. So I need you all to do what? Buy from me. Just like this bead you see me wearing. I have so many of them, different designs at my store. If you want the ordinary bead, let's say just for fancy, like this one, the one that it doesn't have any medicine whatsoever in it, I have it plenty too at my store. If you also have a design too you want specifically for just you alone, we can also make it for you. And this bead you also see me wearing too, like this hand bead, I also have them plenty too at my store. So I have a whole lot of spiritual products. I have a whole lot of spiritual soap. I have a whole lot of Ncha Ochu soap, breakthrough soap, so many good things ranging from Divine Favor, Divine Grace, Nzu Edo, Native Kola Nut, all of them. I have so many beautiful things at the store, and I look forward to you guys buying from me. And I have this, as I was saying before, the ordinary one that doesn't have any form of medicine in it. Maybe you just want it for fancy, or maybe you just like it. Then I also have the ones that are fortified for favor. I also have the ones that are fortified for protection. Fortified for favor, fortified for protection. I have them too. So anyone you want, don't forget to write me on my WhatsApp number. Don't forget to write me on my WhatsApp number. And the only mobile number I have is just +234 8060537893. I don't have any other number. So please, don't just disregard any message whatsoever from anybody with any other number. Apart from this, +2348060537893, I don't have any other number. Okay, so if you guys are interested in this my kind of bead or another design, I also have different other designs. So I also decided to wear this one today because this one is specifically for me. So I have other designs too. If you want or need any of them, write me on my WhatsApp number. Okay, let me go back. Why does it feel I have met you before? There is a connection, ma. Anita DK, I don't have your picture, so I cannot actually say if I have or not. But if there is a connection, that's a very beautiful thing. I am happy you're here, and I'm happy we came across each other's path. Don't worry, we will both be useful to each other. I want the bead with medicine. Mommy Helen, bead with medicine. Which of the medicine? Is it the favor or the favor medicine or the protection one? I also have the one too. The favor I mean is you get favor from your life. If you're somebody that, let's say, you experience so many bad things, you discuss business with people, before you know what's happening, one or two things prevents it or hinders it from coming to actualization. This is a good luck bead. You can, Mommy Helen, you write me on WhatsApp after the live program, so we'll talk about it. Okay, all right. And it is very cheap. It is not expensive at all. It's very cheap. If you want the one that is just the ordinary bead without any form of medicine, it's 5,000 naira. The necklace is 5,000 naira. The hand bead, this one, the hand bead, look, let me even remove it. This is how it is. You see, this is how it is. I have it in different sizes. This one is not expensive. This one is 4,000 naira. While the neck is 5,000 naira. It's not expensive at all. So anyone you want, you let me know in the WhatsApp section. So we do what? Discuss business. Meanwhile, back to our main topic for today. Do you know that so many of you listening to me are actually the reasons why your spiritual work don't come out effective? As you people know, I always say I am a native doctor with a loud voice. I don't do consultation for a criminal, because I will end up shouting it that everybody will know that you're a criminal. So abum dibiokolu anahoma ekperimafa. Most of you are actually the reason why your spiritual work don't come out effective, knowingly or unknowingly. Yes, I said most of you, but to some extent, it might not be your fault to some extent. Do you know that most of you listening to me are filled with abomination, are filled with atrocities, are filled with, like, most of you listening to me are filled with arrow, negative energies are surrounding most of you. Negative forces, bad forces, bad auras are surrounding most of you. That is why I make it a point of duty that for me to do any sort of work for you, even if it is just you must go for taboo cleansing. You must go for taboo cleansing. Even if it is just we've not started the main water welcoming. We've not started the main water appeasement. Just going to ask for favor. I make it a point of duty that you must go for taboo cleansing. What is the essence of taboo cleansing? To clear you of all those negative energies, to clear you of all those hindrances, all those forces, either from the family, either the one you incurred upon yourself by yourself, either from the family, either from friends, either from the one your leg took you to. Like, just most of you are filled with so many bad auras. Most of you know that there is something that is hindering you. Why most of you don't also know that this kind of forces can be hindering you? Just relax. Let me break it down for you in the best way you will understand. Mommy Helen, you said you will chat me up. Okay. The ones that have the medicine in them, either protection medicine or this other medicine, is 25,000 naira. Whereas the ordinary bead alone, maybe just for fancy or anything, that one is 5,000 naira. Let me continue. Let me break it down so you guys will understand what I am saying. Do you know that there are so many atrocities? There are so many things that we tend to overlook in life that are very important. There are so many things that we don't pay attention to that are very, very important. So many of them, because we don't look towards that direction, they hinder our progress. They hinder our success. They hinder our spiritual activity. They break down our spiritual life. They stop us from succeeding. No matter how one tries, you can never cross a certain limit. Even if you were up before, you find yourself crumbling. To some extent, you may feel somebody somewhere is working against you, but you don't know that you're fighting with yourself. You don't know that these days, the evil that men do no longer lives after them. These days, the evil that men do lives with them, like with them. The evil that men do lives with them. Nice things around your neck. Thank you very much. The evil that men do now live with them. What are some of these evils that I am talking about? As a person, if you are somebody that has ever had anything to do with your cousin, has anything to do with anything that is anybody that is bloodly related to you, either from your mother's side or either from your father's side, you've had anything to do with, what do I mean by anything? You've had carnal knowledge, sexual intercourse to do with anything, anybody that is bloodly related to you. My darling lovelies, there is nothing you do in life that you will succeed. There is nothing you will do in life that you will succeed. There are so many atrocities that are happening these days in our society. There are so many bad things that are happening these days in our society. I made a video, I posted a video about it too. But I used Igbo throughout because I don't want to go against maybe the rules or something. But my own is just for me to pass out this information to you listening to me. Most of the times we do these things unknowingly. Most of the times these things happen unknowingly. Let's say maybe you were forced to eat. Do you know that most girl children today no longer visit home? It has taken several of them, not even say that they are abroad. They are in cities that are close to their villages. It has taken, you will hear a gear child telling you it's over 15 years I stay in Abuja, it's over 15 years I stay in Lagos, I stay in this, I stay in that. You will now want to know what is the problem. Why are you not going home? They find it very heavy in their mouth to speak. They find it very heavy in their mouth to speak up because they don't know who to confide in. But it is hindering so many people's progress. Let me tell you something. If you have ever had anything, any sort of sexual play with anything that is bloodly related to you, hi. If you have ever had anything to do with anybody that is bloodly related to you, be it your cousin, let's say your father, senior the person's father, let's say you people are from the same kindred, let's say you people are from the same kindred, let's say you people are from the same the same kindred, let's say these people are the people, maybe this person's father is different, this person's father is different, but in your society, in the village where you come from, it is something that has been ordained even before your great-grandfathers. You came out to see that these people, this set of people, don't marry this set of people. You came out to see that people from, let me use my place for example. I am from Imo State, Ngokbala, Umunebo. People from Umunebo, my own village, go. There are so many kindreds. I am from one first family. There are so many kindreds that makes up Umunebo as a village. But all the kindreds, all of us, we don't intermarry. We don't intersleep with each other.
For the fact we cannot marry each other, that automatically means we cannot have anything sexually, we cannot have anything that has to do with sexuality with each other, all of us that are from Umunebo. I don't know if you understand what I am saying. For the fact you are from this set place that has been ordained and written, said that this person and this person cannot marry, there is no reason whatsoever why you should have anything that has to do with any sexual relationship with that person. That is why it is always good for people to bring their children home. When kinship is good, it enlightens the children. It enlightens one. It makes one. It civilizes one. It enhances your growth as a person, like all-round growth as a person. But even at that, once in a while, bring your children home. If you cannot bring them home, as an elder, as a father, as a mother, ring it in their ear. Ring it in their ear. Let them know that when they do something like this, they are going against the land. And for the fact they are going against the land, they are indirectly incurring the wrath of the gods upon their life. So many people will always be like, since they gave birth to me, I never go village. So the gods, them not even know me. Me, if I know people even know them. Now, let me tell you something. Even if you like, live abroad, for the fact that, let me also use, when I say I use my village, because that is where I come from. For the fact that an Umunebo man gave birth to you, for the fact that an Umunebo man gave birth to you, anywhere you are, anywhere you like, stay. The gods of the land of Umunebo is with you anywhere. They are following you because their blood is running in your vein. You cannot run away from it. You cannot do without them. You are their child. You are their child. Anywhere you like, go. The same rules and regulations that is guiding somebody in the village that resides in the village is also the same rules and regulations that is guiding you that they gave birth to that is from Canada. Let's say they gave birth to you like you reside in Canada. The same rules and regulations guiding people that lives in the village is also the same rules and regulations that is also guiding you too that is in Canada, that is in US, that is in any part of the world where you are. It is a very big taboo. It is a very big crime. Desist from this. If you are in the act of this, if you've been doing this before, as a person, desist from this. I used to have a cousin that time that would be like, hey, babe, they were born and brought up in Port Harcourt. Babe, I like you. I say, like me, which one come be like me again? I don't understand, bros. You see this thing where they do, where they talk say, this person not go marry this person. Now we go break am. No worry, we go elope. I say, you and who elope go where? My papa will be red cap chief. My father that is well respected in the society. You and who elope go where? I say, I beg go. You know see me, oh. Clean your mouth. No be me you see, oh, bros. No be me you see. Just imagine if that kind of thing, if that kind of stuff has happened, though. Just imagine where I would have been today. Just imagine what would have become of me today. For the fact that I did not accept what of our other cousins, were they also bold enough to have said no? Were they also bold enough to have rejected this? Were they also bold enough to have said, I don't want this, this is bad, this is a taboo? What of the people that, these people I am telling you about, funny enough, nothing they happen for them. Nothing good is coming out from them. Nothing good is coming out from them. Every year the same story. Every year the same story. When I look at them, sometimes I will just be like, who knows if Karma is really playing a very hard one on them. This is a very big crime. If you're somebody that have done this before, there is no amount of spiritual work that will work for you, no matter the spiritualist that is involved. No matter the spiritualist that is involved. There are so many things that happens today in our society. Let me also remind you guys again. When it has to do with blood relationship, it is not only people that came from the same womb with you. It is not also only people. It is not also only people that came from the same, let's say the same father gave birth to all of you. It is not only those people that are blood related to you. Those people, let me repeat this again, those people that the society, that the village people have said, this person and this person cannot marry. This group of person and this group of people cannot marry. Also, know it that for the fact people cannot marry, automatically means that there will not be any form of sexual activities happening that should happen between you people. Some men too are a problem. Some men too are, so some men and women, it is vice versa. The both parties are involved. So some men and women too are problems to themselves. If you are a man, and you sleep, you have any sexual relationship with a married woman, hi God. If you are a man and you have any sexual relationship with a married woman, you know that this woman is married. You know that this woman is married. If you have any sexual relationship with this woman, let me tell you something. You are digging your own grave. Yeah, Anita, you said, could the cause from the atrocity affect their children as well? Yes. That is why Igbo people will always say, Oburu ilo ogu no kereka bisioku. Come obi ka geji nyoya. Obi ke ageji nyoya. It is not only for you to swallow bones. Swallow, you go to a place, they give you bone, you swallow, they give you bottle, you swallow, they give you nail, you swallow. It is the anus you use to defecate out this bone and all these things that you have swallowed. It is when it gets to the time for you to pass them out, that is when we will know if truly you are odogu or if you're not. As a man, one thing with committing atrocities, with going against the laws of the land, is when you go against the laws of the land, not just you alone that suffers. Everything that has to do with your offspring, everything that has to do with your lineage suffers, pays for the crime. That is the reason why one needs to be very careful, extremely careful, even if not for yourself, at least because of the people at your back. If as a man, let's say because you've made money, let's say because Chukwu Okabiama has decided to bless you with little change, you now feel you can do as you like. You see this married woman, you flaunt money, they follow you. You see the other married woman, you flaunt money, they follow you. Let me tell you something, you're digging your own grave. You see that money that you have, you see that change that you have, it will get to a point, the gods of the land will finish, the money will finish in total. It will get to the land, it will get to a time, everything that has to do with you, you will come back to square zero. You will start afresh. Even you too, as a married woman, let's say your husband is abroad. So many people will always ask me, Electric Oracle, my husband has been abroad for over 8 years, for over 10 years. He has not come back. So I have this little boyfriend, you know. Normal person needs to join body and souls together. Hey, wahala. Do you know that thing you're doing? Do you know that thing you are doing, it will affect not just you, but even the children that you gave birth to. Even the children that you gave birth to. If your husband is going abroad as a woman, discuss it with him. Discuss it with him. If he must go and you know you can't stay, go with him. We are now civilized. We are now going and we are following the white. We are following the footsteps of the Westerners, people that civilize us, this and that and that and that. But we came from somewhere. I always tell people, there is no way any form of religion can erase tradition. Tradition has been, even before the said religion came into existence. And there are measures. If you've gone against the laws of the land, if you've gone against the laws of the land, there are things you need to do. There are measures to how you can sanctify or appease the gods of the land, appease the land. This one, they know they do it by Christianity. I have repented, I have given my life to Christ, so all things are passed away. They know this one is not all about Christianity. Because when he read, you will still come back to this same tradition that you're running away from. Do you know the reason why so many people run away from tradition practices? Do you know so many people run away from our traditional practices? It's because it is not easy to be a traditionalist. It is not easy at all to be a traditionalist. The do's and don'ts that has to do with the land is so many. It's so many. The things you can do, there are so many things that will be listed out for you. There are so many things that you will need to that you will need to be aware of, that when you do these things, you have gone against the gods of the land. And for the fact that you've gone against the gods of the land, bad things will start happening automatically. You will start seeing, even you go they play, you go they show, you will start seeing so many bad things happening to you. This one not be by Christianity. You see, anybody that will come to tell you, for example, maybe as a father that has had anything to do with the daughter, maybe you see this set of people tomorrow, you see them carrying Bible, you see them saying they've repented, they've given their life to Christ, you see them going to confess to somebody, all in the name of they are going for confession. We know they do one like that for where we come from. Those things are borrowed culture. They are not us. They cannot be us. They cannot serve. For the fact you did not go through the traditional way to do this cleansing, that problem that you incurred upon yourself, it is still there on your head, even to your children, to your great-grandchildren, to your generations entirely. If you know as a person, that you are not ready to appease the gods of the land, then don't even think of engaging or indulging in crime, because of people, even if not because of you, because of people that are following you. So many of you, you have in one way or the other connived. You have in one way or the other connived to reap people of their inheritance, to reap people of their personal things, to reap people of their hard sweat, like of their resources. Maybe just because you feel you are stronger than them. Maybe just because you feel you are at a higher level than them. The society will always listen to you. It will always be in your favor. Chukwokika is not asleep. The gods of the land is not asleep. Christianity is not tradition. If you have in any way stepped on people's toes so badly to the point that you know that you've indirectly killed these people. Killing person not be only when you carry knife or gun, shoot person, the person die. You can actually kill people with your mere words. You can actually kill people through your character. You can actually kill people. You can say something to somebody that the person 100 years to come, the person is still boiling. Anytime the person remembers this, the person will be shocked. The person will be like, did this thing actually happen to me? Did this person actually treat me this way? Whenever they remember this setting, they will marvel. They will be like, this world, nothing there this world though. If you're in this kind of category of people that have done this kind of things, you need to go for taboo cleansing. Taboo cleansing is very necessary. is very essential, most especially when you sin against the land. When you sin against the land, there is a spiritual saying, there is a spiritual law that states that when you go against the spiritual law, even the gods of the land forsakes you. Even your own very ancestors, they leave you, they forsake you. They leave you, they forsake you. And for them to forsake you, what does it now mean? You are now automatically an outcast. And as an outcast, what can you achieve for yourself? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Several of you will always be like, I am not a traditionalist, so there is nothing that I don't have any relationship with all these dielectric oracle is saying, all these gods, the land, this, that. Hey, Chineke, whether you are a Christian or whether you're not a Christian or whether you're a Muslim or whether you believe in any sort of religion, for the fact you are from your village, for the fact you have a place where you come from, for the fact you did not fall out from the tree, for the fact you did not fall down from the sky, for the fact you did not come out, you did not jump out from the wall, for the fact you have a place where you call your village, automatically without permission, the gods of that said land is with you anywhere you are. The gods of that said land is with you anywhere you are. Most of you may not actually believe this, but that is the gospel truth. Have you asked yourself why any form of marriage, you cannot be married without you performing traditional rite? You cannot be married without you performing traditional rite, whether you're a Christian or whether you believe in any form of religion, because tradition is first. And there is no way you can go for a church wedding, for example, without your bride price being paid traditionally. Tradition comes first. Tradition comes first before any other foreign tradition that we are trying to inherit. Before every other foreign bodies that we are trying to emerge together with our tradition. Tradition is very important in everybody's lives. You need to know the do's and don'ts that has to do with, that is governing your community, the place where you come from. You need to know what your village people, what they do and what they don't do, what they eat and what they don't eat, where they go and where they don't go, who they interact with, like who they have sexual intercourse with, who they take to bed and who they don't take to bed. If you are in this category of people that I have just mentioned, you've committed what we call, and in English people they call it incest. And for the fact that you've committed this incest, there is nothing you will do that has to do with spiritual work that will come out effective for you. Even if it is just once that you've done it. Several people will just be like, I just did this just once. My only first time woman they carry belly. So even if it is just once that you've done this, I know most of you will be like, so if somebody has actually indulged or done this kind of thing, how will the person now cleanse him or herself from this said taboo? How will the person now come out from this said taboo? In Igbo land where I come from, Dibias don't do taboo cleansing. There is a set of people in Igbo land that have the staff of authority of doing taboo cleansing. These people are in charge of anything that has to do with taboo. If a person goes against the laws of the land, Be you a single person, be you a married person, they have the staff of authority. And everything will fall back in place. If a person commits suicide, hangs him or herself, they are the people that have the staff of authority to do the normal cleansing and remove the person from the set place before the person can be buried. They are these set people. They are the people that have this staff of authority. So this kind of incest that has been committed against the land, it is also only these people that have the offer to do what? They have the offer that can decree and say, from today we are decreeing and saying that we have appeased the land, and this said negative energy, this said arrow, this said taboo, we no longer speak against this said person. They are the only ones that can decree, and it will happen, and it will be. It will come to being. They are the only people that can decree, and it will stand. So if you've done any of these things, I don't even want to go into abortion parts today. If you've in any way committed abortion, be it as a person that has a traditional, do you know that most people today that are water priestesses, they have actually gone against the land. Most of them will come to me, they will say, electric oracle, in conjunction with my husband, we came to an agreement to now say that this work, that this baby that came now, we are not ready for this baby that came now. So we now said, maybe let's remove this baby if another time, or maybe if this happened, if that happened. For the fact that the woman in question has been pregnant, for the fact that she has taken in, whether two of you agree or whether you are husband and wife, whether you are not husband and wife, the baby that was coming to this world has a mission to accomplish. You cannot even create, not even a string of hair on anybody's head. So the baby that was coming on a mission, you and your husband connived together to send this baby back. You, the woman, both you and your husband, two of you are guilty of the same crime. You need to go for taboo cleansing. You know, most of the times, because Christianity said this, Christianity did not say that, it makes a whole lot of you actually go against the land. What you know is not good. Because maybe they tell you when you're now married, this one is happen, that one will not happen. Christianity do this. There are some things that Christianity cannot solve for you. For the fact you have committed abortion, you've done any sort of abortion, be you couple or not couple. Una don't kill person, be una don't kill person. People that kill people in the place where I come from, in Igbo land where I come from, they do what? They go for taboo cleansing. Because if you don't do, definitely it will tell back. It must tell on you. If you don't, it will tell on you and your family. Igbo people we always say, Ofuaka na aruta mmanu nezu aka niile onu. Ofuaka na aruta mmanu nezu ora niile onu. If you're just joining us, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Ndubisi Emmanuel, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Kamal, my beautiful sister, you look stunning, my sister. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How you all doing? I welcome you guys that are just joining us. Today's topic, choke. So, my darling lovelies, don't worry, just keep dropping your messages. I'm seeing the messages that are coming in, but when I finish, I'll start going through them to know the ones that need replying and things like that. Don't also forget, we are making this a very interactive program. This is actually a very interactive program. Feel very free to share your thoughts. Feel very free to do what? To share your thoughts. Ask me questions. Anywhere you find confusing, ask me questions. I will trash all of them. That is why I am here today. There is also another big crime again. Another big taboo again. Actually, these days, it is now becoming a norm. It is gradually becoming a norm in our societies these days. Igbo people, we always say, Eku eku maronu, eku zianu, amanti, anu, amanti. In our society today, so many, Marriage is not a do or die affair. Marriage is not a do or die affair. If you are in a marriage and you see it is not working out, instead of you to die in the said marriage, you simply take a walk. But I now have a problem with that taking a walk. As a woman, if you know you have left a man's house, if you know you've left a man's house, you're no longer interested in the said marriage, I hope you are fully aware, or let me remind you that until your bride price is returned to the man's family, until that money, that thing that is called bride price, is returned back to the man's family, you are still married to him. You are still married to him. Whether living under the same roof with him or not living under the same roof with him, you are still married to him. I always tell people, you see, I am a radical priestess. I am a radical Ezenwany. I'm not here. When it has to do with telling people the truth, it is best for me to tell you the truth. If you see me tomorrow, I greet you, no kuku answer me. Let it be that I have said it as it is. I have said what I know is good. What I know is best for you to hear, because most of you listening to me, most of you don't know what the land states. Most of you don't know that, as I said, even before I got to this point, I said most of you, it is actually knowing, like you know that this is a crime and you're doing it, or it is unknown. Most of you don't know that this is actually a big deal. If as a woman, you feel that marriage you're in today, you no longer fancy that marriage, you are no longer interested in that marriage. In fact, you have moved out from the man's house. You have moved out from the man's house. But your bride price, that money that man paid, that dowry that he paid on your head, your parents, your family have not returned that money back to him. My darling sister, you're still 100% married to this man. That is just the simple truth. That is our culture. That is our tradition. So to most of you that are in this situation, and if you decide you are no longer marrying this man, Holy Water, Ife, good evening. How are you doing? Good evening. How was your day? You're welcome to our live program. If you decide that you are no longer marrying this man, before you start having anything that has to do with any other sexual intercourse with any man, please return the bride price that was paid on your head. Because even if you leave this man, you relocate, you're not living elsewhere or something like that, for the fact that bride price is still there, my darling, you're committing what we call adultery. Because according to our omenala, according to our tradition, according to where we come from, any woman that goes out of her husband's house, out of her matrimonial home, to have anything that has to do with any other man outside, automatically you're committing an atrocity against the gods of the land. You're just bringing problems upon yourself. So in order for you to just be free, in order for you to live your life, in order for you to do your things, in order for you to roll with anybody you want to roll with, in order for you to do anything you want to do with anybody, it is better you return the bride price of that man so that you can be as free as air. You no longer have Iwu Ejizigi, Iwu the land Ejizigi, Iwu the community Ejizigi. You're not offending any date, you're not offending any ghost, you're not offending anybody whatsoever. The man in question, you're not offending him, and you're not also offending your own elements too. What if no bride price was paid? Because I know some people are married without a bride price paid. My sister, Anita, if no bride price was paid, that means they are not married. Or something we call cohabitating in English. Cohabitating. When it is a consensual agreement, it is a consensual agreement between a man and a woman to stay together. But for the fact a money was not paid, even if for 1 naira, even if it is 1,000 naira, even if it's 500 naira, for the fact there was no bride price, you're not married. Even if you live 100 years, you people are not married. Even if you people live 100 years, you people are not married. Obrebe, the tradition of the people states that. Obrebe, the tradition of the prove that if a woman out of wedlock, automatically the children belongs to the woman's. Even according to Igbo tradition, the children still belongs to the woman's place because she gave birth to the children out of wedlock. Beautiful as a one, mommy, enjoy one for baby girl. How are you? How are you? Better word. Good evening, Electric Oracle. My beautiful daughters, Joy and Better word. How are you? Welcome, girls. I have an uncle who didn't pay a bride price for his wife, but they are still married. They signed marriage papers. My sister, according to tradition, if there is no money that was paid, me and you know that when a bride price is paid, that's Maya. There is this wine, there is this drink. Sorry, not wine. Mayango. I don't know what they even call that one in English language, self. The palm wine. A palm wine. An elder or the person's father, if the person's father is no longer alive, the person representing the father in the house will not take the palm wine, decree, speak. Talking to the land, talking to the ancestors. You put you see, Ugeze, for example, me, Ugeze has brought so and so person, she's going. You should go with her, she will give birth to a man, or she will give birth to male children, she will give birth to female children. She will give birth to, she will stay, she will not die young. This one and that one will not happen. Immediately they finish that Ofo prayer, which is the most important prayer that everyone needs in life. They pour out that drink. They give the gods of the land. They give the ancestors first and foremost before people that are alive. We now start drinking their own. If that thing is not done, if a bride price is not paid traditionally, there is nothing like marriage. They signed papers. There is nothing like marriage. What if they have children when bride price was not paid? Who is the owner of the children? If bride price was not paid and they have children, according to Igbo custom, the child belongs to the woman's place. But if the man now later marries this woman, for example, if the man now later marries this woman, and they come into, everything is all about agreement, and they come into consensual agreement, yeah, the man has right over his children. That is why you will always see men, even if they don't want to marry the woman, let's say they've been living together, even if they are not marrying the woman because of her, at least for the sake of the children, so they can claim the children, so they can have right over their children, they go to pay this woman's bride price. So what is this I am saying? Pretty G, good evening, baby girl. How are you, my love? How are you, sisterly? Hope you're good, right? You don't see where your sister there. So, my first time watching you live. You don't see me, oh. Come back from Obodo Ibo, come and see me. You're welcome, man. So, my darling lovelies, why did I go to this extent? Chizoba, yes, it is a very serious matter. It is a very serious matter. Why did I go to this length? I got to this length because so many of you are actually doing this. And when you are doing this kind of thing, there is no way spiritual work will be effective for you. If you go, anything you're doing in life, anything from today, anything you're doing from today, I want you to always have this at the back of your mind, that when you go against the spiritual law, when you go against spiritual law, even the gods of the land, the gods of your own father's land will forsake you. Even your own ancestors will forsake you. So try as much as possible. If you have people around you that are in the known for doing these kind of things, I want you to do what? Advise them properly. That is why I will need you guys to do what? Share messages. Share this kind of, like, invite people to lives like this where they will learn a whole lot of things. He say, Pretty G, may Archie bless you too. Invite people to this kind of lives. Let them learn. So many people don't know that they are doing the wrong thing. So many people don't know that. I always tell people, you can actually be right. You will be right, but you don't know when you will be wrong. Mmadụ na-adịgide right, dịmazie wrong. Mmadụ na-adịgide right, dịmazie wrong. Biko, if you've done this kind of thing, me self, even if I'm not returning to his house, what do you mean by even if you're not returning to his house, Chizoba? If you're not returning to this man's house, if that is what you're saying, return his money, return the bride price he paid on your head, so you will be free. If you've not returned the bride price he paid on your head, in case if it is what you're saying, you are still married to him. Whether you're in his house or you're not in his house, you're still married to him. And you're going against the gods of the land. You're going against the land because he nonadi, na chodi. Eka nonadi, you're still married and you're meeting other men. So just do the right thing. The right thing needs to be done. So having gotten to this, having come this far in today's program, now it's time for question section. So if you have questions that you want to ask me regarding today's topic, I am now very open to answering questions. Drop your questions. Let us treat them today. Let's answer them. Meanwhile, I try to round up because I have stayed for long, an hour, and so I'll try to round up, and I will want you all to ask me questions. Ask me questions. I will start from my YouTube. Let me check the previous questions from my YouTube. Nice around your neck. Thank you. Is it sex? Is it? Anita, you said it is right for a spiritualist to indirectly ask for sex from their clients. If I understand your question well, I think you're saying, is it right for a spiritualist to indirectly ask for sex from their clients? If a spiritualist, let's say you went for any sort of work to a spiritualist place, and he or she leaves the main thing that brought you to their chamber and start asking you for sex, as a person, simple, what you should reply the person is, you will reply the person, let me finish with the reason why I came to your place. Let me finish with my spiritual work first. Then we can now talk about this. Then if you fancy this person, let's say you like this person, as a person, definitely there are people that will love. Let's say you like this person. After your spiritual work, you people can now start talking about relationship. But let it not be as if the person is taking advantage of you. There is also another thing I want you all to understand. There is no sort of power that is transferred through sexual intercourse. There is no form of power. There is no form of power that is transferred to anybody through sexual intercourse. Anywhere you go to, let's say a male spiritualist tells you, I will do this, I will transfer power to you. Let's say you're this kind of people, you like power, you want power. Then going to a spiritualist place and they are telling you, I will transfer power to you through sexual intercourse. Run for your dear life. There is no form of power that is transferred through sexual intercourse. If the person wants this, the person should come out plain, not coming to say through this or through that. You guys that has been listening to me, I try as much as possible to open your eyes so that you don't end up falling into so much temptation. You don't end up falling into so many things you don't plan doing. Most especially when it has to do with sexual intercourse. There is no place. If a spiritualist asks you for sex as a client, if you will like the person, simple, let me finish my work first. Whether you like or you don't like, let me finish the work that brought me to your house first. Then after that, when the person then brings up the matter, it is now left for you to now say yes or no. But let it not be that the person is taking advantage of you. Let it not be maybe because you want the person to do your work very well for you. Let me just give in, let him just do, so that he will do my work well. Immediately you do that, let me just give in, let him not just do. There is nothing that you people will do that will be effective. You not get wetin una wan work again, we go there effective. That is just the simple truth. That is just the simple truth. Another person again said, could the cause from the atrocity affect their children? I've answered that. I said yes. Helen Imoru wahala. Yes. Real wahala. The wahala plenty, no be small. What if bride price? Have answered these ones. Oka Abasa Gonu. This is just my situation. The 2 naira they accepted on my head hasn't been returned. Me, I don't know who will return my own. My daddy is dead and mommy is a coconut head. My sister Kamal, my sister, you see, for the fact, it is not even in your mother's place to return a bride price that was paid on your head. If your dad is late, the next head of the family is your elder brother. The first son of the family is the next father of the house. It is in his position to return the bride price that was paid on your head. That 2 naira that they accepted as bride price on your head can actually hinder a whole lot of things. It can actually make so many things go wrong in your own life. Because for the fact, definitely, as a woman that has come out from a man's house, definitely you are now open to so other men. Like you are now open. I mean, I don't mean open the downside, the local government side. You are now open, like you're now prone to, a man can now simply walk up to you. I like you, I love you, I want us to have an affair, things like that. So you will start seeing this kind of things almost on a daily basis. And as a person, you might actually fall prey. Definitely you will see one that catches your fancy that you want to roll with. But for the fact that that bride price is still on your head, traditionally you are still married to that man. Your elder brother should do the needful. Your elder brother should do the needful and save you from the disasters. Is it normal for a spiritual master to ask for sex indirectly and a married one at that? According to our Igbo tradition, our tradition states a man, for example, is entitled to marry more than 1 wife. So if your spiritual master is asking for sex indirectly and the married one at that, if he wants to marry you, it is another ball game. If you want to be his friend, it is another ball game. If he's asking for sex because he wants to work for you, that one is taken advantage of, and that is where it is not good at all. But if you and the spiritual master, you like him to the point, maybe you will want to, or he's saying to marry you, there is nothing wrong with it. Our culture permits a man marrying more than 1 wife. If he wants to marry you, there is no problem with it. But if it is taken advantage of, maybe because you came to work in his place, he is now a kind of compelling it, you must do this, that is where it is wrong. I'm happy for you, my dear. How are you doing today? I'm very fine, thank you. Pretty G from Facebook. Is it normal? Okay, Chizoba. Me, I have not returned his money, but I have a man in my life. I mean a boyfriend. Is it a taboo also? Chizoba, my darling, try and return his money. Try and return his money. Try and return his money. You cannot be, even, you are asking me if it's a taboo also. You yourself, check it now. For the fact you have not returned that money, you're still married to him. And the married woman is not supposed to have a boyfriend outside. Try and return his money so you will be free. Just try. If your dad is there, he is to return the money. In the absence of that, your elder brother will do what? Should return the money. Just try. Annette, I'm learning a lot from you, Oma. Thank you so much. What a great teaching. Better words, thank you too. From our Facebook, I'm happy for you, my dear. Pretty G, thank you for tuning in. I am happy you're here. I am happy you're here. So, coming to the segment of today's teaching, let me now conclude with, the repercussions of this kind of thing in a person's work. Is there a spiritual work that could be done to a person that has madness? Is there a spiritual work that could be done to a person that has madness? To a person that has madness. If it is still an early madness, something can be done. Manobrukanu, if it is a madness that has stayed for years, it will take time. That is just the simple truth. It will take time. But if it is still an early madness, something can be done to revoke the situation. My elder brother said I should give him some time before returning to bring the money. I mean the bride price, and I'm in a serious relationship now. I don't know what to do. Then pressurize your elder brother, Chizoba. Pressurize your elder brother to come and do the needful so you'll be free. He cannot be asking you to give him time at the expense of your own life. He cannot be asking for life at the expense of your own life. At the expense of your own detriment. He cannot. It is not right. Pressurize him, let him return the money. If he is very busy, he should send the money to another of your brother, for another of your brother that is free to return the money. In the case of my younger brother, he would rather not do the work of shame. As I don't come up for marriage, can someone from my Omonna do the needful? Yes, someone from Omonna can do the needful. Most of the times, you as the woman, you can even have the money to return this bride price, but it is not in your power to return the bride price. What you will do is, someone from the Omonna send that money to that person, then tell the person to go and return it on behalf of you, on behalf of your family. Immediately the money has been returned. Ogago, you are now free. This madness comes and goes, man. Then that means there is more to this madness. This madness comes and goes. If I understand you well, it comes. Then the person will be filled with an unknown force. Then it will leave. The person will regain his or her consciousness. Then I think this one can be bridged. This is more of spiritual. Yes, something can be done about it. Then coming to the closure of today's program, I will want to tell you guys the consequences. It will just be very brief because I am now having a low battery, 14%. So I will just be very, very brief. Can this be done locally? Because my ex-in-laws live in the city, not in the village. If your ex-in-laws live in the city, when that money is returned, it is not compulsory that it will be to them. It can also be returned to their own omonna too. So for the fact that somebody receives it from them, from their place, from their omonna, from their kindred, you have returned bride price, Can this be done locally? Wow, I'm happy, really learning a lot. Chizoba, God bless you. May Chukwoki continue to give you more wisdom, my own mommy. You're welcome, my beautiful daughter. Wonderful teaching. Thank you, Mrs. Helen. I appreciate. So to all of you that tuned in to today's program, I am really very much happy and grateful. Let me just round up. So if you've done any of this, the repercussion, the consequences for all these things I just mentioned, ranging from the first to the least, is that person will be having, we have what we call continuous rising and falling, stagnation. Even if everything seems normal for the person today, definitely the person will crash. If nothing is done to remedy the situation, the person definitely will come back to square zero. And coming back to that square zero, even as a woman, for example, that has in any way had anything to do with the brother or with anybody that is bloody related, even when you get married tomorrow to another place, that same thing, you will end up pulling that man you're married, you will end up pulling him down. You will pull that man down. Nothing will be working well for that man, because somebody that is not in peace with the Lord, that is not at peace with the gods of the land. He married somebody, somebody that is filled with negative energy. Somebody, a taboo carrier is who the man married. So whether he knows or he doesn't know, arrow shift from this woman will be affecting his life. And their children will be nothing to write home about. Igbo arrow, Igbo tradition, most at times, what you do affects people that you bring to this world. What you do affects people that come after you, affects your lineage. So please and please, I know it is not very easy for one to actually speak up in these kind of situations. I know it is not very easy for one to actually say, this is what I did. You don't even know, to some extent, you don't know who to talk to. You don't know who to relate with. You don't know who to say, and they will carry you and start. But be it as it may, my darling lovelies, I would really want you guys to do what? If you've done any of this, please look for Onyenri. Look for a good Nri person. Look for a good Nri person. If you don't know, write me. I will direct you to a very good taboo cleanser. He will cleanse off all these negative energies from you, so that your 2024, you have a blissful year. So anything you lay your hands upon can start prospering. So when you do little work, you will have so many testimonies. So that spiritual work will start working for you. End up not spending your money unnecessarily. So at this point, more strength and more wins, my own wife and spiritual mom. I love you. May Chukwu bless and protect you and your family. See you next Sunday, ma. Best wishes, my darling Zoba. On this point, I will be rounding up for today's program. You guys should not forget I have said, if una never want patronize me, I will start billing all my products to you people anywhere that you people are. I will just be collecting you people's address. They will start delivering products to you people. So you people should do what? Don't forget, I sell spiritual stores at a very affordable rate, ranging from native kola nuts, ranging from Unzu, Edo, Divine Perfume, Divine Grace, 777, Stop Evil, all of them. I have all of them in quantum at my shop. I also have both Bintel Sudan, Cecerobia, Sisfla, Danduala, Alhaji Abdullah, Aisha, all of them. I have so many beautiful stuff, so many beautiful stuffs at my shop. I have so many beautiful things at my shop. So anything it is whatsoever that you want to buy that has to do with spiritual thing, let me know. I also have beautiful pictures of our beautiful Queen Mother. Beautiful pictures that you can hang in your place that represents the Queen Mother. You understand? I have so many of them. Also, don't forget, I said I have this kind of beads you see me wearing. I have so many of them at the shop. Both the ones that are just free, I have them. Both the ones for favor, they are there. The ones that are highly fortified for favor, for protection, I have them. The ones too that attract, I have. Both the ones too, I have at hand. So if you're not ashamed of who you are, if you're not ashamed of who you are as a water child, as somebody practicing tradition, buy and represent. Let people see you and know that, yes, this person follow for Ihanako. You understand? So I'll be looking forward to taking your orders. And please don't also forget, my mobile number remains +234 8060 537893. This is just the only mobile number I have. I don't have any other mobile number. So please disregard any form of anybody writing you with any other number, telling you they are me or this or that, giving you any form of prophecy or whatsoever. Please disregard it. It is not coming from me. Okay? All right, lovely. Stay good care of yourself. I don't want to leave, but I must go. I appreciate your kindness and teachings. Next week, Sunday, will be a blast. Yes, Anita, next week. This thing that spiritualists used to do consultation that turns when you ask questions. What is it called, ma? Which one do you mean? Are you talking about their things? So many things they use for consultation. Oh, when can I this one, wow, which is always for that one. They use it for consultation. They also use this for consultation too. Which one are you talking about? Or are you talking about the one that they hold that swings left or swings right or open and close when they ask them question? Which one are you talking about? Please don't also forget, next week Sunday will be a blast. Next week Sunday will be a blast. I need you guys to tune in. Invite people to invite people to invite people. Share this video so a whole lot of people will actually learn, and so they will not do what be making so many mistakes and na-emerụrụ anyị obodo anyị, na-emerụrụ anyị ala anyị. Anyị achọghịzi mmerụ obodo this time around. Anyị chọrọ ndozi obodo, bụrụzi mmerụ ka anyị chọrọ this time around. Okay? Ichie Basic, thank you. Good evening. How are you? Nnukwu mmadụ ka eke mere ke nke na-eme. I've been waiting for you to actually write since Ichie Basic from Facebook. And I'm not checking it since. Though I not go verse so because I did not actually schedule, I did not inform you guys. So I'll pardon you today. You know you're my #1 fan on Facebook. I don't want to find you for any of my activities, oh pretty G. I really need it though, but I don't know how to get it. I really love you. And I love you too, sisterly. Don't worry, we'll talk on WhatsApp. Oh, I go on WhatsApp. I get see. All right, yes, ma. The ones that swings when you hold it, ama. It's called ama. Some people, me, I know they call it ama. The one that swings when you ask this question, it when you ask it question, it is either it will open and swing this side, or swing this side, or it will open and it will close. It is called ama. That is what I know they call it. Maybe there might be any other name, but I don't know. It's just ama that I know. Bye. I don't want to leave again. No, bye. Kachukwu okike abịa ma ekekere eluigwe ka elu ụwa. Kezmezu mmụọ niile na-ejere m ozi, mmụọ niile m na-ejere ozi. Ka ala be nna unu niile, ka ndị ichie be nna unu niile gozie unu. Ka ha gbara unu ọgụ na mmụọ, gbara unu ọgụ na mmadụ. Ka ha gozie unu, ka ha mepere unu ọnụ ụzọ ego. Ka afọ 2024 ka ọ bụrụ afọ prosperity, ka ọ bụrụ afọ ihe akụ akụ, ka ọ bụrụ afọ ihe enwenwe, ka ọ bụrụ afọ ezi nchekwaba, ezi udo, ezi ọṅụ. All of us saw this 2024. I ga-adịkwa ndụ till the end of this 2024. We will never lose any of our loved ones. Even if there is any of our loved ones that has been projected that this person will not see the end of 2024 because of us that are representing them spiritually. Because when anything bad happens to them, it will pain us. For the sake of us, we stand to represent them and say nothing bad will happen to any of our family members. I got Dendo, I got Kanka, I got Muwoke, I got Muwani. I got Dinda, I got for our children, for our great-grandchildren, for our children. Sudden death will never be our portion. Agakatira Gabazu will never be our portion. Stagnation will never be our portion. Iho will never be our portion. Will never be our portion. Anywhere anybody has taken our name to, asim ka aja ala be nna anyị ncha niile kulie jejeje tibie that thing that nwoke mere tibie that nwaanyị ahụ mere. If they desist from their evil ways, anya gbaghara ha. If they don't desist from today, enwe nwoke enwe nwaanyị nke ga-ewe afọ anyị aga anywhere for any sort of spiritual bad work against our life, I say aja ala be nna anyị ga-ebi ha ụkwụ, ha ga-eje ha ga-alọta, ha ga-atọ n'ụzọ, ihe ọjọọ bụ ihe ga-ezu ha ihu. Asim ka ihe ọma kọmaka mebere anyị, ka chi dị mma dị n'ime ndụ anyị, ka ihe ọma niile bụ ihe anyị ka o ruo anyị ncha niile aka. Ka Chukwu okike abịa ma mee ka all our silent prayers bịa na mmejupụta n'aha Chukwu okike abịa ma na ndị ala ise ya gazienu.